And happening right now, rain continues to pour in parts of our area, including in downtown Chattanooga.
Oh, yes. Bliss Seckman joins us live with the latest on those wet conditions tonight. Bliss, what can you tell us?
Josh, Kim, yeah, the rain just started to pick back up here in downtown Chattanooga. For the last hour or so that I've been out here, it's kind of been on and off. But as you can see, if you're out here in this, you definitely need one of these, an umbrella and your rain boots, of course, if you have those. Now, I'm out here by myself right now, so I'm going to take a step back and show you kind of what we're looking at here. I'm on the corner of Oak Street and Houston Street here in downtown. And right now, there's not a lot of flooding on the streets, but Chattanooga Police Dispatch did tell us earlier today that Oak Street here was experiencing some flooding. But right now, you can see there are some cars moving really without any issue, of course, right now. But of course, we'll continue to keep you updated as this continues. But if you are out here, I do recommend bringing your umbrella. It was a little windy out here earlier today, but that's kind of died down too, as David said a little while ago. We'll continue to keep you updated with this weather alert situation. Reporting live in Chattanooga, I'm Bliss Seckman for News Channel 9.
Bliss, thank you very much. Great job there. And we want to continue to monitor road conditions. As always, if you see a flooded area, turn around and do not drive in it. Turn around, don't drown.
Chattanooga Public Works crews are scattered across town today to keep everyone safe. Crews responded to nearly 40 flooding calls just this afternoon. One person who's dealing with the rising waters is Jeff Roth. He says his creek floods 1 or 2 times a year. He says his backyard looks more like a lake right now.
The city has come, I've seen them out here looking at things, but nothing has been done. The yard doesn't grow. There's no chance for us to landscape.
Roth says he has not put in a formal complaint to the city, but his neighbors have.
Well, heavy rains continue to wreak havoc on parts of our viewing area. This is video sent to us from a viewer in Dunlap tonight. That viewer says he is barely able to get out of his home.
Sydney Edwards joins us now live in that neighborhood where neighbors say this is not the first time that this has happened. Sydney.
Josh and Kim, that's right. Now, those neighbors we spoke with earlier estimate these waters right here next to me are nearly 3 feet deep. This whole area used to just be a grass yard.
I've seen a hot tub wash down through my yard.
Just one of the items Steve Dempsey says is taken downstream when the side of this road turns into a river.
I'll say, for instance, right behind you right now is probably 2.5 foot, 3 foot. Going in our driveway, maybe 2 foot.
Steve says he's lucky his truck can make it out of his driveway, but other neighbors aren't as lucky as him, and in the past have had to be rescued.
There was a light pole come down and wedged under her car, picked it up off the ground, so they went through the water. Water was worse than this.
Since 1990, Steve has lived in this neighborhood, and he says every year the flooding comes back.
My mother-in-law can tell you, it was well before then. And she has called and she's called environmentalists, called state, called everybody. Nobody helps.
Steve says the State Emergency Management Agency has been out to check the area, but nothing has been done.
Why has it went on so many years, and nobody's making an attempt to do nothing?
While Steve's neighbors take cover somewhere else when they hear rain in the forecast.
You got neighbors here that they're gone for, if it rains the next 4 days, they're gone 4 days. If it rains a week, they're gone for a week because they can't get in their house.
Now, it's been raining on and off since our time here in Dunlap, and Steve says if it gets as bad as it could, the entire area from the main road on back will be underwater. Reporting live in Dunlap, Sydney Edwards for News Channel 9.
Sydney, thank you. As of right now, there are no roads closed in Sequatchie County. We'll keep you updated if that changes.
Earlier today, Bradley County was hit pretty hard by the rain. In fact, some of that rain actually submerged areas of that part of town.
That's right. We spoke to one resident who says her neighborhood does not look the same. Parking lots now look more like ponds. Arlene Armour lives in Cleveland. She's having a hard time recognizing the place she takes her daily walk.
This is amazing. I've never seen so much rain. It flooded this bad. Flash
floods are causing problems throughout Bradley County. High water made this Verizon wireless store on North Lee Highway inaccessible. Officials with the Bradley County Sheriff's Office say this area was so flooded at one point.
Earlier today, a couple hours ago, there were reports of water up to people's windows.
The Sheriff's Office is urging drivers to stay off the roads unless it's an emergency.
Right now, we're just encouraging people that if you don't have to get out on the road today, don't have to. This is your perfect excuse to stay home in your warm bed.
More rain's expected to hit the Tennessee Valley, and people like Armour are bracing for what this water could do to their homes.
Well, actually, I think a lot of people are concerned about flooding. I have family that lives out this road, and she's very concerned about the flooding.
And at last check, the Sheriff's Office does not have plans to close any roads there. You can keep up to date on the latest weather conditions on our weather app. Just search WTVC Storm Track 9 in your phone's app store. Be sure to turn on location for the latest up-to-date conditions in your area. And don't forget to allow notifications so we can alert you for any flooding in your area.